1, 2, 3, and... Alright, so welcome to today's lesson of the week. In this lesson of the week, I'm not going to be teaching you anything on the guitar. We're going to be talking about Sherman's question from the Facebook group. Thank you for posting your questions, Sherman. Thank you for uploading all those cool videos. I really love watching you. So Sherman's question was how to create a useful and effective practice routine. So I'm going to tell you what I tell all of my students, and that is what you want to do is, if you can, practice daily. And if it's only 15 to 20 minutes daily, that daily training your muscles to play the different chords is really going to have a large kind of snowball effect on you. So, because we also have what's called muscle memory, and if your fingers see that every day they're doing the same thing, even if it's for a short period of time, but it's daily, that really gets burned into the muscle memory and also into your memory. So if you practice once a week, the next time you play the guitar, you're probably going to have to look at a sheet of paper to see how the chords are even fingered. But if you're doing it daily, you're really going to remember how everything looks, and that muscle memory effect is really going to kick in. Now, I know lots of you have jobs and families, and it's not that easy to practice daily, but if you can't, just try to do at least 10 minutes. And I know for myself, if I sit down to do something for 10 minutes, it's not a big commitment. You know what I mean? That 10-minute feeling isn't a huge commitment. It's a much different feeling rather than saying, I'm going to sit down and play for an hour, right? Because that's a big commitment. A 10-minute commitment, it's not dragging you down. And what you're going to find is that once you just take that mini commitment of playing 10 minutes, if you don't get distracted by your husband or wife or your kids or the phone, that 10 minutes will kind of automatically and organically often grow into a half an hour or an hour, who knows, right? So try to just make mini commitments, if you can, of daily practice, okay? Even if it's 5 minutes, take the guitar out and play it for 5 minutes. So here's one more tip that I'm going to give you as far as the whole daily practice thing. Try to have your guitar outside. So not in its guitar bag, but either on a guitar stand, or if you have one of those things that you put on the wall so that you can hang the guitar up on the wall. This is going to make it much easier for you to put in those 5, 10, 20, whatever minutes daily. Because you're not going to have the hassle of, oh my God, I have to pack the guitar out of its bag, I have to retune it, I have to put it back in the bag. That alone is going to cost you 5 minutes. So if the guitar is out, you have much better chances of playing it. Okay, so that's a really important tip. Get a guitar stand and have your guitar out. Okay, so this might not really seem like the typical practice routine advice, but you'll see you're going to be practicing a lot more if your guitar is on a stand or hanging. Okay, so those are my first kind of 2 tips. My last tip, because I really do like to keep things simple, we're a super simple guitar, right? So I like to keep things simple, and I like things to be, there has to be structure, but I like it to also kind of happen organically, what we play, and kind of the way that we grow on the guitar. So it's really important to find songs that you love to play or that really interest you. I hope I have lots of those on the site. And what's also really important is to start out your practice routine with something that's simple. So you're going to want to start out with something that's familiar to you and that you feel comfortable playing already. And that's just going to get the blood flowing in your hands. It's going to wake up those muscles. They're going to start saying to themselves, hey muscles, it's time to do what we've been doing every day, right? Because they're probably wondering, since you're a beginner, what the heck you're doing with them every day. So they're gonna wake up, they're gonna say, okay, I know that, and you're gonna have a kind of feeling of accomplishment at the beginning of your practice session. So it's not hard and a strenuous thing the moment you start. That's really important for staying motivated. So you're gonna wanna do something that's nice and easy, that feels good, get the blood flowing, wake up those muscles, and then in the second part of your practice, we're gonna be stretching. So stretching doesn't feel good because it's always gonna be something that's hard. You're gonna be kind of abandoning your comfort zone and playing something that's hard, that you can't play it. So that's what you want to do in the middle of your practice session. Kind of sweat a little bit, torture yourself through things that don't feel comfortable yet. Have it be hard, let it be hard, and know that if you just keep practicing that thing that's hard for you right now, in a couple of weeks, it's going to be what you start your practice routine with. It's going to become the easy thing. Okay, so keep that in mind. All that work and that hard stretching pays off and becomes the easy thing in time. Okay, really important to really recognize that. Okay, so we're using kind of a sandwich method here. So we're starting easy, then we're stretching, we're doing something that's new, something that's hard, something that we can't quite do yet. And then at the end of your practice routine, what I want you to do again is finish it off with something that's easy. Okay, so we started easy, we stretched, we beat ourselves up a little bit, and then we finish it off with something that's nice, light, and easy. It can be the thing that you started with, or it can be something else that you feel comfortable playing, so that you leave the guitar feeling good. Okay, you want to leave the guitar feeling good, you want to leave the guitar having a feeling of accomplishment, so that you're motivated to pick it up the next day, right? Okay, so this is kind of the advice that I give my students, and that really works. So do that, try that out, let me know how that works for you. And one more thing that I wasn't expecting I'm going to talk about, but it just popped into my mind, is also record yourself. So once you play that thing that is easy and you play it well and you have the feeling it's flowing nicely, also maybe at the end of your session, do a little recording session. So that's going to give you really good feedback of exactly how you're playing and where you still need to maybe put in a little bit of work. Okay, and you don't need to always publish it, you can just record it for yourself. That's what I've done my entire life as a guitar player, and I got that advice from my guitar hero, Tommy Emmanuel. He told me that many years ago on YouTube, and since I started doing that, I really saw extreme growth. So record your playing, and that will really help you grow, okay? So that is the super simple guitar method of practice and practice routine. Those are my best tips, the tips that I've been giving my students for years now, and what I also do myself. So it does work, try it out and let me know. All right, so this has been the lesson of the week. I hope that these tips are going to help you. Let me know in the comments, and also once you've been using them, also let me know whether this stuff works for you. All right, Henry Olsen here. Thanks for checking out this video. I'll see you in next week's lesson of the week. See you there. Bye-bye.